Hi! If you're a Hollywood drama fan, or you've ever watched The Pirates of the Caribbean, a famous TV show starred by Johnny Depp, then this is a story you don't want to miss. Presently, the internet is going wild over a trial that's currently going on in the state of Virginia, dubbed Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. Johnny issued Amber for $50 million over defamation after she published statements online describing herself as a victim of domestic violence, an allegation that Johnny says has denied him lucrative active roles. The two have been married since 2015, 4 years after they met on the set of The Rum Diary in 2011. The movie stars Depp as Paul Kemp, a journalist based in Puerto Rico, while Heard plays Chanel, a girl Kemp falls in love with at first sight. Depp says his romantic connection with Heard started after the kiss in the shower scene in the movie. He described the kiss as something that he felt was real, prompting him to seduce her into a relationship with him. In 2015, Depp and Heard tied the knot in an invite-only ceremony in Los Angeles. Heard filed for divorce barely 15 months into the marriage, also securing a restraining order against Depp, alleged she was occasionally abused while on drugs, especially while he was drunk. Even though Depp denied her allegations, he agreed to an out-of-court settlement of $7 million, donated to charity. Later, the two released a joint statement noting, "Our relationship was passionate and tumultuous at times, but it was always based on love. For the sake of financial benefit, neither party has fabricated false claims. There was never any intention of harming physically or emotionally." In December of 2018, Heard wrote an op-ed for the Washington Post about the treatment that women are subjected to in domestic violence cases. She didn't mention Depp by his first name in this statement. Depp sued Heard for slander over the Washington Post article, alleging it cost him valuable acting opportunities. Depp launched a libel suit against Heard in Virginia, saying that the Washington Post article is to blame for his dismissal from the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, and that Heard was the one who had been violent to him. Heard's attempt to have the lawsuit dismissed was unsuccessful. Her countersuit for $100 million is still pending. Depp brought the Sun's publisher for libel to United Kingdom court in 2020 after a 2018 report suggested he was abusive against Heard. Depp refuted all allegations of abuse. In that instance, Heard testified, stating that Depp threatened to murder her several times. A UK court determined that the paper's claims to be basically true and dismissed Depp's appeal. On April 12th, Depp's defamation suit against Heard went to trial in Virginia. In their opening statement, Heard's lawyer stated that Depp is looking to attempt to turn his lawsuit into a TV drama. Depp took the stand for the first time on Tuesday. He testified about his upbringing with an abusive parent, his battles with drug addiction, and his rocky relationship with Heard. "Never did I come to the point of assaulting Miss Heard, nor have I ever assaulted any woman in my lifetime," Depp claimed in his evidence. Here are some of the highlights of the trial. Week 1. Heard's lawyer presents new sexual abuse evidence. Elaine Brendanoff, Heard's lawyer, said during opening remarks on April 12th that Depp sexually abused Heard with a bottle of liquor in one incident. As Brendanoff recalled the alleged encounter, Depp shook his head in court. In court, his attorney, Camille Vasquez, refuted the claim of sexual assault. In response to The Independent, the spokesperson labeled the claims as fictional. Marriage counselor recounts mutual abuse. Dr. Laurel Anderson, Depp and Heard's longtime marriage therapist, gave a video testimony on Thursday, April 14th. She talked about her previous sessions with the pair. Dr. Anderson responded yes when asked if Heard had ever reported Depp for an actual assault. When asked if she'd seen images, she replied she had, but she couldn't recall when. "Yes, you're right," she answered when asked if Depp was violent toward Amber. "I felt he'd been well handled for decades," she added. "He'd been well controlled for, 20, 30 years. Both were victims of violence in their backgrounds, but I believe he'd been well handled for decades. Then he was triggered by Heard, and they indulged in what I perceive to be reciprocal abuse." Depp's friend ejected as a witness. On Thursday, Gina Duders, a wife of a member of Depp's staff and a close family friend of the star, testified in person, April 14th. She responded to questions about Depp's alcohol and drug abuse by revealing to the court that she had occasionally seen him use marijuana and cocaine. as well as consume alcohol. Deuters said she'd never witnessed Depp become violent or enraged after consuming drugs or alcohol. Heard's defense team requested permission to contact Judge Penny Elzakarit at one point in her testimony. The judge talked with the counsel before dismissing the jury for a short break. "Have you been following the proceedings this week?" Judge Elzakarit asked Deuters. "I've seen footage of it online, yeah," Deuters replied. Deuters was subsequently excused, and her evidence was removed from the record after the judge established she'd watched portions of the witness testimony. Week 2. When Depp testified in court on April 19th, the emotional heat in the room rose tremendously. He testified for 2 days under his lawyers before Heard's attorneys cross-examined him. Heard's substance abuse was grossly overblown, according to Depp. From the witness stand, the actor said that his drug and alcohol abuse was an easy target for the actress after their marriage ended. On the other hand, Depp claimed that he didn't use them for fun, but rather to numb the ache of prior tragedy. "I believe it was simple. It was a simple target for her to hit. Because after you've trusted someone for a certain period and revealed all your vulnerabilities, that information may be used against you." Depp opens up about how his mother's abuse tore their family apart. Depp also discussed his traumatic childhood, noting that his mother, Betty Sue Palmer, had the potential to be as vicious as anyone could be. He described how his mother would hit him and his siblings with a telephone, ashtray, or high-heeled shoes. According to Depp, the family learned to cope with the physical pain, but the psychological and verbal abuse tore them apart. He recalled his father was gentle, silent, and shy, who would remarkably remain quite stoic as the mother got violent. Depp likens his encounters with Heard to the relationship he had with his mother. Depp described his relationship with Heard as an endless drama of insults. He recalled how she called him names and made a fool of him, an experience that would remind him of his mother, leading to an escalation of a full-scale argument. He'd said that she made him feel like he was in a relationship with his mother. She always searched for his weaknesses and used them against him whenever she got a chance. He also denied the allegations that he struck Heard for making fun of his tattoo. Evidence of Heard getting violent. Heard admitted to hitting Depp in audio evidence presented in court. The two can be heard arguing about a physical dispute during which Heard admits to hitting Depp. At the time, he was resting at the edge of the bar when Heard threw the bottle and hit his fingers. The bottle shattered, the blood was pouring out as a result. Depp said that the death of his mother in 2016 made him realize he needed to end his marriage with Heard. Week 3. Depp wrapped up his evidence on Monday, April 25th, his testimony's fourth and final day. Amber Heard's op-ed got Depp dropped from Pirates of the Caribbean. Depp stated in court on Monday that reading Heard's op-ed caused him blinding pain before being fired from the Pirates of the Caribbean. When Depp read Heard's op-ed, he said he felt like someone whacked him in the back of the neck with a 2x4. In a call, recording enraged Depp could be heard insulting Heard. However, Depp denied putting out cigarettes on his ex-wife. Psychologists said Heard has 2 personality disorders. According to Dr. Shannon Curry, a psychologist hired by Depp's attorneys, Heard suffers from 2 personality disorders, histrionic and borderline. Dr. Shannon disclosed that she'd met Heard at 2 events and conducted an examination that took 12 hours. The results from this evaluation supported the diagnosis of the 2 disorders. Dr. Curry said Heard can be self-righteous, externalize blame, judgment, and has anger issues. According to Dr. Curry, people with borderline disorder can look attractive and socially sophisticated on the surface. Still, they can also blow out and be unconscious of mental health issues. She went on to say that people with borderline disorder have a desperate dread of rejection, and that their response is to strive to keep a partner near, which can become severe. They can even utilize the legal system to prevent their partner from departing by threatening to get a court injunction or claiming abuse. Well, that's it for today. Did you enjoy this video? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Hit the like button and subscribe for more developments on the case.